Police say they do have a suspect in custody and there is no threat to the public at this time. A Winnebago County judge granted the state's petition to detain 22-year-old Christian Soto, who is accused of killing 4 people and injuring 7 others and terrorizing a southeast Rockford neighborhood Wednesday afternoon. The Rock River Valley Pantry celebrates half a century of fighting hunger and feeding hope in the Rockford area by inviting out the donors, volunteers, and community members who make their mission possible. Those who stayed up late Friday night might have had the chance to see a rare sight as the northern lights lit up the skies in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin, and experts say this is difficult to forecast. Using faith to aid in a time of healing, that is one theme of Rockford Urban Ministries' 35th annual Good Friday Walk for Justice Friday morning. Things got twisty in Freeport Saturday as residents celebrated the 4th annual Pretzel Fest on National Pretzel Day. An employee who started at Pig Mines Brewery in McChesney Park in March creates an event that combines 2 things she loves for the brewery's first Boozy Book Fair. A bowling alley on the west side of Rockford gets a revitalization as a community center with the success of area youth in mind is set to take its place officially next month. WIFR's Alyssa Kelly talks with the community about what's in store for the Marissa West End Community Center and the impact it will have on Rockford youth. Health experts say mental health impacts several aspects of a child's life, including their ability to learn. Joining us to talk about this is UW Health family medicine physician, Dr. Andrea Giamalva. Dr. G, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day to talk to us about this topic this afternoon.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And talking about mental health, it can help children develop coping skills by talking about it. What are some ways that people can start those conversations on this topic?
Beautiful into the weekend store.
I was going to say, if only some of those attractions were open, Monday through Friday, then you could really take part in them because Mother Nature is going to be cooperating.
Why couldn't you not be open
It's going to be
this week?
cooperating. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I've still got to find a way to get those eclipse glasses to look at the sun. I think it was back in college my freshman year when that eclipse happened. I mean, what do you remember about that?
For me, it was my junior year, and I was actually in the path of totality.
Might as well just drop some graham crackers and chocolate with it and have a s'mores drop.
Hey, 5-second rule? It can't all be ruined, right?
DJ, I feel like this is the first time you can say that Rockford has got some better weather than California.
I have a graphic that I had, I think, all the way back in the summer where we were sitting comfortably right around 70, 80 degrees. California, they were over at 40 degrees.
Oh, my gosh. That's going to be an interesting change. I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while, but I know that's always iconic going there and, seeing the animatronic bands and the guitars. Some breaking news just coming into our newsroom. A man who was stabbed inside of a Rockford Walmart Sunday evening has passed away from his injuries, according to the Rockford Police Department. Police say they do have a suspect in custody and there is no threat to the public at this time. Police tweeted around 6:45 p.m. Sunday that a man stabbed another man inside the Walmart on Northridge Drive in Rockford. The victim was taken to a hospital with serious injuries. Then just before 10:15 p.m. on Sunday, police tweeted the man died from his injuries. This isn't the first time there's been a stabbing at this location. A homeless man stabbed a McChesney Park man in the parking lot in 2015. That victim later died at the hospital. Police are further investigating what led to Sunday's stabbing. This is a developing story, and we will be sure to update you on air and online once we learn more information. An emotional Saturday evening in Rockford as dozens of residents and city leaders gather for a vigil at the Walmart on Northridge Drive to honor 18-year-old Jason Jenkins. Jenkins was working at that Walmart location in Rockford on Sunday, March 24th, when around 6 p.m. he was fatally stabbed by a customer. Those in attendance were encouraged to wear orange and white. Several people did speak at the event, including Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara, State Representative Maurice West, and the NAACP Rockford President George Scott. Those who spoke say they don't know what to say in times like this, but it's important that Rockford stands together to support the family and that we all leave a legacy like Jason did. The Rock River Valley Pantry celebrates half a century of fighting hunger and feeding hope in the Rockford area by inviting out the donors, volunteers, and community members who make their mission possible. Currently, the pantry serves roughly 6,000 people a month, which is a more than 140% increase from 2023. They also serve between 20 and 30 households a day from their satellite location at Crusader Clinic. The pantry CEO says those who use the pantry also enjoy the fresh produce from the community garden, which produces thousands of pounds of fresh produce. She adds without the help from the community, the pantry wouldn't be where it is today. If there's one event local Jeep owners love, it's National Go Topless Day. And for one local organization, it has become an annual celebration for Jeep enthusiasts to come together for this hallmark event. In its 5th year, Screw City Jeep's 815 hosts the event to embrace the Jeep brand by removing the tops and doors from their Jeeps, all for a good cause. In a day filled with camaraderie and adventure, organizers say this event's grown leaps and bounds. The Rockford community comes together to recognize Tartan Day, which is observed annually on April 6th and commemorates when the Declaration of Arbroath, or Scottish Declaration of Independence, was signed. The local celebration featured bagpipe performances from the Rockford Burns Club, which started in November of 1858 and is the oldest ethnic organization in Rockford, according to their club president. Winnebago County Board Chair Joe Shirelli also read a proclamation. The organization also brought back its annual banquet for the club's members to get together. An employee who started at Pig Mines Brewery in McChesney Park in March creates an event that combines two things she loves for the brewery's first Boozy Book Fair. The event draws interest from more than 3,000 people on Facebook, and hundreds fill the brewery to eat, drink, and support local authors and book vendors to find their next favorite book. Roughly 15 vendors offer different genres, including children's books, comics, and true crime. The event coordinator and authors both say they didn't expect to see this many people at the event and plan to do more like this in the future, including another Boozy Book Fair. The 2021 poverty rate in Rockford is 22%, according to census data. This could add stress for local families during the holidays, which is a primary reason why Molina Healthcare of Illinois partners with Rockford community organizations to ensure every family can have a happy Easter. Organizers at Saturday's 3rd annual Easter extravaganza handed out 500 Easter baskets to Rockford residents. Additional festivities included an Easter egg hunt and pictures with the Easter Bunny, plus a raffle where at least 6 people could go home with a new bike. Molina reps were also present to hand out information on health issues like high blood pressure and cholesterol. Anyone who went past the Auburn and Main Street roundabout on Saturday may have noticed some people sprucing up the circle with thousands of flowers. This is part of a beautification project for Veterans Memorial Circle. Friends of the Vets Memorial Circle spearheads this project to not only maintain but revive the memorial for area vets at the Auburn and Main roundabout. Volunteers spent 6 hours on Saturday sprucing up the place so drivers can see the signs and plaques that are there to honor the local vets' service and sacrifices. $2.6 million, that is the expected economic impact that the Peary Champions Cup expects to bring to the Rockford region as it returns to Mercy Health Sports Court 2. This soccer tournament, hosted by the Rockford Raptors, draws in more than 300 teams from throughout the Midwest. Both boys and girls teams are competing, ranging in age between 8 and under 19 years old. The tournament concludes on Sunday, and between last weekend's Peary Cup College Showcase, organizers say 12,000 spectators and players watched or participated in either of these tournaments. A train that tours select animal areas. That is in addition to Belvedere's Summerfield Zoo this season, and animal lovers got a chance to experience this as part of the zoo's opening weekend. Activities include bottles for baby goats and even a petting zoo. A zoo rep says they specialize in up-close and personal animal experiences for the family, which is a main reason for the train addition. Those who didn't get a chance to go on Saturday can go anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday. Those interested must buy a ticket, though the proceeds go toward caring for these animals. Some residents also packed the Pretzel City's Wrigley Field replica for a day of youth baseball games as part of the 16th annual 2024 Pee Wee Classic taking place this Saturday and Sunday at Little Cubs Field. The weekend features a baseball tournament with 16 teams throughout the Midwest made up of players 8 years old and younger. Saturday's festivities concluded with a home run derby. 3 juniors at Rockford University organized the first ever field day for roughly 40 residents at Peterson Meadows on Saturday afternoon. This is part of an assignment for one of their classes. These students organized 2 hours of interactive activities for the residents. They went with events the participants will enjoy, like bowling and bags being the 2 most popular games. Additional activities include trash pong, egg balance, and ring toss. Peterson Meadows director says they were happy to participate because they want to add variety to the programs they have on a regular basis.